the Republicans, they're going to go, next Monday is Martin Luther King Day. And the Republicans intend to go on all of Congress. They're basically going to take the week off. Hey, it's a holiday. Let's take the week off. This is how Congress works. And so yesterday, Harry Reid said, we'd like to have a vote on a 3-month extension of unemployment benefits and on a 1-year extension of unemployment benefits. And in fact, Republicans, Harry Reid even offered to allow votes on 5 amendments from each party in exchange for a simple majority vote on the extension. But the Republicans said, no, we're going to filibuster it anyway. So, immediately 1.9 million people who since the 28th of December have been cut off from their unemployment benefits, and we're now 3 weeks down the road from there. So it's gone from 1.4 to 1.7 to 1.9. But this is interesting. Ross Ibrey at the Economic Policy Institute, he says almost every story about the Republican filibuster mentions 1.3 million. They missed the bigger stories, not just those who are receiving checks and the program expired, but also the millions of people who are looking for work but haven't yet reached 26 weeks. Millions more are going to lose jobs in the next few months and exhaust their 26 weeks of unemployment benefits later in the year. And when they reach 26 weeks, there'll be an estimated 70,000 new long-term jobless workers every week. So basically what they're saying is that this filibuster by the Republicans is going to cut off long-term unemployment benefits, assuming that it stands for the rest of the year. That we are now going to live in this Rand Paul universe of 26 weeks, period, good luck. And some states, even North Carolina, just chopped it down to 20 weeks. But that we're going to live in this universe of 26 weeks, that's going to hit 5 million people, 4.9 specifically million people. And the Republican story about this is fascinating. The Republican story about this, and Rand Paul said this so eloquently. We used to have a clip of it. I don't know if we still have that clip. But Rand Paul basically made the Republican case, and that is that after 26 weeks, if you continue paying people unemployment benefits, what you're doing is you're giving them an incentive to sit on the couch and eat bonbons. You're doing them a disservice. In fact, here he is.
I do support unemployment benefits for the 26 weeks that they're paid for. If you extend it beyond that, you do a disservice to these workers. There was a study that came out a few months ago, and it said if you have a worker that's been unemployed
I'm
for
going
4
to cut
weeks,
him off right there because the news went back and said, "Would you please give us a copy of that study?" And his office never did. So there is no study. And the fact of the matter is that the studies that have been done find that people who are on unemployment benefits are more likely to find jobs than people whose unemployment benefits have run out. Why is that? Because they still have at least enough money to pay for gas to go knock on the door of an employer. They have enough money to have their suit dry cleaned and show up for a job interview. They have enough money to be able to take bus fare down to, it's like you cut off their unemployment benefits. They don't have time to look for a job. They're looking for a place to live. They're trying to arrange for a homeless shelter. They're calling all their relatives to take their furniture. That's what's happening to 5 million of our fellow Americans because the Republicans are on this relentless war against the American middle class. And Democrats said, okay, you want this paid for? Fine. Let's close just one small loophole, like the loophole that Apple uses to keep billions and billions of dollars overseas and never have to pay taxes on it. Let's just close one small loophole. They didn't even propose that specific one. They just said, there's lots of corporate loopholes. Let's close one and use that money to pay for unemployment. Oh, no, said the Republicans. You're not going to close any corporate loopholes. Well, how about loopholes for rich people? Let's change capital gains tax, for example. Oh, no, you're not going to close loopholes on rich people. Well, what do you want to do then? Say the Democrats. The Republicans say, well, the way that we'll pay for this extension of unemployment benefits is by cutting back on food stamps. Right. Because people will look for jobs more aggressively when they're hungry and broke and out of work.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 866-987-THOM.
This has gone beyond ideological disagreement. It's gone bought off politicians. This is inhumane.